Welcome to part 7 of Build My Life. And so, honestly, I want to talk a little bit about, my direction continuing on. I know like everybody is talking about like the hustle of content creating and YouTube and building a business. Instead of what I want to take the direction into hustling is building systems, because I feel like in order to stay organized, you have to have steps in order to be successful. I don't think instead of jumping, because sometimes jumping can fail you, and that's what I've learned too, because if I jump to conclusions of something and assuming something of whatever it could be about somebody said about me, or my goals not in line with my my motivation, even with the struggle with even with school. Sometimes like I struggle with studying because like it maybe be taunting, or it could be that I'm not actively motivated, not that I'm not motivated, but it's just that maybe I'm tired, but then the tiredness could maybe feel like I'm lazy, and then that's when I'm just overreacting a lot of how I'm feeling, when all I could be is just tired. And so the thing is, it's just me of falling behind, because I know like I could get tired, but then I could fall behind of my hobbies, or with schooling, and so like I try not to jump into like things anymore, because like even with my whole career plan, like my whole career in general, with school in general, it took me a long time for me to find the actual major that makes sense in the field that I want to go into, like which is hospitality, which is traveling, which is business, and so in business is a system to be successful. You don't want to create a business without a purpose, right? So with me, I want to align, my business with my personality, because it sees that, oh, this person is creating something long-term instead of just a money grab. Hustle is more just money grab, I feel, in my sense. More so if you take your time in order to relearn those things and relearn those steps before the hustle, you'll have an organized system and you'll be a successful business, because you don't jump to wanting to start a business. You have to have something, you have to have purpose in order to create something, in my opinion. So, yeah. I know I've been really behind in these episodes, but I just feel like I don't want to rush something and it's not really guaranteed, like it's not giving its sole meaning of what I'm trying to build this brand off of. And I don't want to rush into anything if I'm not really ready for something. So that's why a lot of my content is taking a long time with, building a project or anything like that. Like I like to talk about, because it's just like of me making sure of what I want to do makes sense. Not just for me, but also for you to follow along as well.